Kai ever beaten Eugene yet?
That's a very good question. While they're warming up, I will find out. I don't know. I mean,
actually, you don't think so.
I don't. I would say not. I think Eugene's generally fairly dominant when he travels to the US. I haven't seen many occasions where he's lost to domestic players here. Of course, Eugene Wang, the defending champion of the US Open. Zhang having won many matches in the highest level domestic tournaments in the US.
He actually just came off a big win internationally.
Yeah, he beat Kokiniwa.
Yeah.
He actually became the first player ever to make it through to the main draw as I think he was a double wild card.
Right.
He got the lucky loser out of the group and through the preliminaries, and then defeated the top seed.
Wow. I think he's playing professional in Germany too, as well.
Zhang very well known for his explosive game. Plays some big attacking strokes off both backhand and forehand wings. Eugene Wang, an incredible touch player. Very good control, redirection. Can see Zhang really working towards that backhand from Eugene. Can see in that replay the incredible strength that Eugene has in his legs.
Yeah, and his transition from backhand to forehand is the best I've seen.
Yeah,
it's unbelievably quick. Whoa. Huge forehand from Zhang.
Great play over the table there. Zhang Kai's really getting off to a good start here in this first game.
Wow.
And a big
Beautiful
counter
play.
there from Zhang Kai. Not many players who can deal with the spin on Eugene's slow forehand loop. Well countered there. You can just see from this angle at the back of the table how much that ball dips. The challenge for anybody playing against Eugene Wang is to really push him out of his comfort zone. If he gets his foundations laid in this match, he generally exhibits a lot of control over what's happening, but Zhang Kai doesn't look like he's about to let that happen.
I mean, the way to make points against Eugene is to be very explosive.
Yeah, certainly.
You know, just keeping on the table will not beat him at all.
Yeah, you don't want to give him too much chance to start moving the ball around. And a big body shot there. Zhang Kai finishes game one 11-6 to get himself on the board for Nissan's Table Tennis Club. And I think you're right. Being the aggressor is really the perfect way to play against Eugene.
Right. But the thing is, can you do that
for an entire
match?
Yeah, that's definitely the challenge. And of course, Eugene is a very adaptable player,
Right.
so he's going to come back to this with certainly some more ideas about how to shut that down. Going back to the bench, getting some advice from his teammates there. Zhang Kai back to Liang Jishan and Misha Levinsky. Definitely a good start for Zhang Kai. The trick is you have to set the pace against Eugene Wang. If you play at Eugene's pace,
then you're in big trouble.
You're in
He'll just
an
control
enormous amount of trouble. For Zhang Kai to continue on this path that he's on, he has to keep playing with a lot of speed. He has to keep making very quick changes and very precise placements. I think a lot of wide balls and body balls. There's the sign of a high toss serve. As you can see, once Eugene starts making the placement changes, and that's really what he needs to do. He needs to get Zhang Kai off balance and out of timing.
Wow. Smart play.
And again, the change in direction from Eugene Wang.
Wow. Wow. Big counter rib backhand. Eugene's slow spin.
I've seen a few occasions where Zhang has really teed off for an entire match before, and it's a pretty impressive display. A lot of spectators gathering here to watch these players. As for some of them, finally on this third day, their tournament's over.
Wow.
They can take a bit of weight off.
Yeah.
Give those legs a rest. Nice serve and setup. You can see he was going for the change down the line, clipped the top edge of his racket.
Wow. Big play by Zhang.
Very well composed. Opens with the big backhand. Great adjustments there. And finishes with that big backhand across court.
I mean, it looks like Eugene is trying to play this control game and trying to control Kai, but it's not working at all. Kai's on top of the ball, aggressive, going for all his shots.
Good serve received to the body there.
Oh, beautiful defensive play.
Managed to get away with popping that short ball up a little high. So Eugene Wang closes to within 1 point. Great timing on the shot making there from Zhang.
I mean, he's right over the ball, moving well. And he has no problem going backhand to backhand with Eugene.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think one of the defining things for him in this match is that he's really putting more quality into his backhand to backhand than most players would be willing to against Eugene.
Right.
And a little bit soft on the serve return. Nice serve and set up there. Eugene Wang again moves back to within 1. See if he can use this serve to step things up.
Wow.
And he's not able to. Zhang quick reactions there against the long, fast serve.
I think maybe Eugene needs to start going possibly to the middle more instead of going to the backhand, because Kai's expecting the ball at the backhand every time. And he's very confident in playing that quick shot off the bounce.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even really seen him play short to the forehand so much.
Right, exactly.
I mean, of course, Kai's playing a lot of topspin serve variations. And the placement of those serves means that he's kind of inviting Eugene to play into his backhand.
Right.
Or to play a little bit into the middle. I think so far everything's been a little bit plain from Eugene Wang. There's nothing surprising in the serve receive area that's really shut Zhang out.
Wow.
A little bit too early there from Zhang. Missed opportunity. Eugene Wang drawing things at 10-10.
Wow.
So Eugene Wang, game point.
You know, it's so funny, man. The same thing that's your strength that's winning you points turns out to be sometimes the same thing that's actually losing you the points. Wow! Oh my God! Oh wow! Wow! Now that's the Eugene that we know. That is the Eugene we all know.
Brilliantly anticipated there from Eugene Wang.
I mean, Kai couldn't have played a better shot than that. That was a great, great shot he played.
The thing about Eugene, I mean, this is the trap that people fall into. It doesn't look like he's doing anything.
Right.
Like really, it doesn't look like he's doing anything. Everything looks so basic and so plain and so steady and controlled that people fall into this trap of, and it's like you said, Zhang played a great first set. Can he do it for a whole match?
Right.
And once the timing errors start to creep in and the unforced errors just sneak in, you don't notice these things with Eugene, these tiny changes in placement or these very, very subtle little adaptations on the ball. Sometimes he's playing slower on purpose.
Right.
And you don't notice because everything looks so slow already. You don't see that the ball is actually slower. It's even slower. He's a very interesting player to watch. Since I came to the US and I started commentating these events, I've always found Eugene to be a really fascinating player because he plays like no other player in the world. There is no player that plays like Eugene Wang.
No, doesn't exist.
And in order to really appreciate his game, you have to look very deep into what's going on in the match. If you look at surface, people look at him and they're like,
he's
oh,
he's not doing anything.
yeah, like, you know, Zhang Kai's attacking everything. How is he losing here? So everything's very subtle with Eugene.
Wow.
Good hands by Eugene to return that, but Zhang Kai got around. Wow, big rally there. So the match ties up 1-1-1-1.
As we say, ones across the board.
Big forehand there from Eugene. You just see him kind of wrap his racket around the ball to get a wide angle. Now, the Olympian from Canada starting to work his magic a bit more.
Oh. You know what I'm seeing? It's almost like he's saying, here, you want to rip with your backhand? Go ahead, do it. And he's giving him the ball, every ball in his backhand to do that. But in reality, he's getting used to those speeds and spins and then being able to control them after that.
Yeah, it's like he's gathering information.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable.
Big forehand rip down the line from Zhang Kai. Seized the opportunity. He saw the gap there being left by Eugene.
Wow, heavy on the spin serve by Eugene.
And again, the timing error from Zhang Kai, just playing a little bit too early.
And now you can see Kai is not as comfortable as he was in the beginning of the game when Eugene was spinning up those slow balls. He would come over the top and just counter really quickly. Now he's kind of like playing defense and giving Eugene the chance to attack the ball and put it away.
I mean, that's one of the most difficult balls to play against with Eugene is when the ball drops under the table.
Right.
It's just such a low trajectory shot, but there's so much topspin on it.
He's just picking apart the backhand now.
Yeah, I mean the setups from him are just so seamless because he knows exactly how to play, so he gets back the ball that he wants. He knows the spin, he knows the speed, he knows the trajectory and the angle.
Yeah.
And that he just calculates it all in a split second.
Like you said, he was gathering information.
So Eugene Wang, 8 points to 2.
Woo,
and Zhang Kai comes back with the answer. Great serve received there from Zhang Kai. So Zhang Kai clawing back some points here in this match. And Zhang Kai puts Eugene Wang right back on the barriers. Did well to induce that slow backhand opening. Eugene Wang still with a 2-point lead, but a lot of that advantage he opened up here in this game has been soaked up.
Wow. I mean, that was a net, but that was a really, really good pickup by Eugene.
Again, Eugene Wang forcing the error.
Nice serve from Zhang. Down by 3.
Great serve and attack from Zhang. Incredibly well anticipated.
Wow.
A lost opportunity there from Zhang.
And a great get by Eugene Wang.
And see him really playing the angles there. Great hands to retrieve that ball. Zhang not quite in position to finish that ball. Had to lean a little bit.
Wow.
So back at the bench, Zhang with his teammates, Liang Jishan and Michelle Levinsky. It's in a difficult position here. Came out all guns blazing in the first.
It's pretty interesting how that's changed now. I mean,
it's really about risk management, and he assumed a lot of risk in the first game, and it all paid off. But the longer the match goes on, playing that amount of intensity and taking shots that he was taking like that, you know, the timing and the power combinations, it's difficult against a player who generally assumes no risk, almost no risk at all.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, Eugene doesn't play any high risk at all. I mean, every ball's on the table, takes his time, watches what the other opponent's doing.
Yeah, it's interesting because people in table tennis usually say that it's bad to play safe.
Right.
So you shouldn't play too safe. But Eugene Wang really finds his strength in safety.
Right.
And just generally playing the ball slow. He knows how to use it to his advantage.
And you know, he's played Kai many times, and Kai's game during the match, it's not a consistent game by any means. His game is not consistent. It's explosive, sometimes good, sometimes bad. And Eugene knows that if he just plays within his consistency, then Kai is going to lose the match. Because if you think about it, Eugene hasn't changed anything that he's done since he started this match. It's the same game. Wow.
And Eugene Wang gets onto the forehand, and just, you can see Kai just wondering whether the ball's going to change. He's playing on the backhand side, and then you can see him constantly coming back across to the middle. And Eugene's just sticking to it. Continues to play back to the same spot. That's the thing about Eugene. He's got so much range that the simple and plain option becomes unexpected.
Oh.
And Zhang Kai doing a great job to put the pressure on Eugene Wang. Really staying on top of the ball there. And did a good job there. Played a couple of balls slow and then went back to really pressing the ball to Eugene Wang. Eugene goes long and fast. It's such a bizarre strategy to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, a player go out and serve long and fast, and then when the ball comes back, you're kind of thinking, okay, they're going to launch some kind of crazy follow-up. And then he just kind of presses the ball over the table.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty fascinating the way he plays. And like you said, I mean, the gathering information thing, I'm sure that's what he does. I mean, because, I mean, most players, if they were playing to Kai's backhand and they were playing this route and they were losing every point in the beginning, they would make a change, maybe go to the middle, maybe go to the forehand. But he just kept pressing that backhand, and he's still pressing the backhand and still making. And now the tables are churning, and Kai Zhang is making all kind of mistakes.
Yeah, this match kind of reminds me of last year's US Open final. It was a Japanese player called Ryohei Kanoya. Just threw everything into his match with Eugene and just was running around, flying around the table, countering, playing these big forehand loops and just going after everything. And it just makes you aware of the trap that people fall into, because you either have to play incredibly aggressive.
Right.
You have to play so aggressively. You have to give off so much energy to win points against Eugene Wang, or you have to beat him at his own game. And people can't beat him at his own game.
No,
you really don't have the option of playing at his pace and trying to outsmart the guy, because secretly behind all of those slow shots and that steadiness and that composure is somebody who's calculating everything.
Right. Wow. I mean, I would really like to see a match between Eugene and Pliszek.
That would be interesting. That really would be interesting.
That would be so. That would be a very interesting match. And one thing I like about Eugene, he has a plan, and he sticks to the plan. No matter what happens, sticks to the plan. And I mean, it's evident right here. Still pinning the backhand, no matter what happens, he stays with his plan.
Nice combination of backhands there from Zhang Kai. I think the trick for him is trying to play the shot a little bit early without rushing.
Right.
And it's so hard to balance that. But he's executed it so well, especially throughout the first game and some of the points throughout the second and third games. And now here you can see, but
wow.
Eugene Wang really showing what has made him.
I mean, if you were Kai Zhang right now, what would you try to do right now at this moment? 5'9", what would you try to do?
I think he has to really look for kind of extreme placement. And for the ball's coming back so slowly that he has a lot of time to step around on his forehand. The problem is stepping around on the forehand exposes a lot of the table.
Right.
But I mean, at this point, when you're down 9-6, it's almost worth, after playing maybe one or two backhands, when you see that ball coming back soft, getting around and trying to play a forehand. And I think a lot of the errors that we've seen from Zhang Kai have come from his backhand side. So
right. Which was the dominant side in the first game.
Yeah. So Eugene Wang.
Oh my God.
11-6. 3-1 gives the first point to Digital Multi-Tools Inc.